Welcome back to our very special V.I.P. podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Brieanna Arkangel.
And I'm Lexie Katsuda.
And on today's video, we have a very special guest, Aiki Bothell.
That's me. Yeah. My name is Aiki.
So, Aiki, again, thank you for being here. We really appreciate it.
For sure.
Yeah.
We cannot wait to see your views in perspective.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's get on.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
About me? Well, I am a 18-year-old senior in Waikea High School. I like to dance, do some art things. I also like to help out the community in the best way I possibly can. I just like doing things that I think is fun.
Yeah.
I go around, I'm more active. You probably see me around, just scurrying around, just like helping people with like a bunch of bags of stuff.
Yeah.
But basically me, if you were to put me in a category, I am a dancer. Yeah. And I like to boogie. That's all I like to do.
Okay.
Every day after school.
Okay.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And you always have your headphones on. Do you like...
Oh yeah. 24/7.
Yeah.
I always gotta listen to music.
Yeah.
You have like a specific song you always listen to?
It's appropriate. That's an appropriate song I can say. I've been on my reggae mood lately. I've been listening to Steel Pulse, Fiji, Fia. That's been on my mood lately.
Yeah.
But yeah, always music blasting in my ear 24/7.
Does it help you focus too?
It helps me zone out a little bit.
Yeah.
Kinda, cause like school is kinda like, it's kinda boring.
Yeah.
Like it's like quiet after the bell when I'm not hanging out with my homies.
Yeah.
So I like to put music in my ear. It kind of zones me out, and like if I'm walking to class, like I'm just like boom there. I'm not like walking treacherously and like making sure nobody's looking at me. And plus, if someone calls my name, I can ignore them.
Yeah.
I don't have to say nothing.
The excuse
it's like the rule, 2 headphones, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I love headphones. I love them.
How long have you been dancing for?
Counting, I think I'm on my 9 years of dancing right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm on my 9 years. I've been dancing since I was like 4. I started off with hula.
Oh really?
Yeah, I did hula for like 2 years.
So you're gonna do Mayday?
Yes, actually.
Oh, you are?
They're trying to get me on Mayday.
Oh, okay.
But I had a business thing today, but you might see me on Mayday. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
okay.
yeah, I've been dancing for hula for 2 years. I took a break. My mom kind of took a break too, and kind of dancing went out of the category. And then I went to a party, and there's these people like breakdancing and doing all these things, and I thought it was so cool. So I went up. And I just started dancing. This little 7-year-old who thinks he can bust a move.
Yeah.
And then from there on, I took classes, took hip hop, and then now I'm on ballet and stuff like that.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's really cool. I've never met like a male ballet dancer.
It's not a lot now. It's kind of bumming because like it's such a viewed as like a feminine thing.
Yeah.
But honestly, like it's actually about like just technique, and it's not easy at all.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's
it
really
looks hard.
I bet, yeah.
You know, it looks so effortless.
It looks easy, but it looks hard at the same time.
On the inside, we're just holding them on stage.
Yeah.
What's your favorite style of dancing?
Breakdancing.
Yeah.
I started off with breakdancing, and it just holds a special place. Like always, because like good interactions. I had a breakdancing competition.
Oh, cool.
I came second place. I was so close.
Nice.
That was really good. That's good.
Yeah, besides that though, I think second favorite would be contemporary.
What's that?
It's contemporary is kind of like, it's like ballet, but like let loose, like do what you want kind of thing. So I like contemporary because it gives me more freedom. I don't have to like think about a specific pose I can do what I want.
Yeah.
So contemporary is really that like freedom aspect that I like.
Cool.
So, I was gonna ask you a question, but hopefully it'll come back to me. Where did you grow up?
Funny story, I was born in Waimea, and then I'm originally a Kona boy. And then I was raised in Kona for like 5 years, and then I moved to Hilo. So grew up here all my life. I don't look like it, but I grew up here all my life.
You do.
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of give that vibe a little bit.
Yeah. How come you moved?
My dad got a job here.
Oh, okay.
So we moved here from Kona. So
would you prefer here over Kona?
Ooh, that's tough. Because Kona, there's like, it's so beautiful over there
Yeah.
that like it gets you hooked and like you just don't want to leave. Like if you ever driven to Kona, you just don't want to leave the beach and stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of that same vibe, but here there's actually people that like I interact and vibe well with, and there's more variety of people instead of just
Yeah.
like a bunch of like
Tourist.
I don't want to say it, but yes,
Yeah.
tourists and
Yeah.
like rich people who live there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's hard to kind of like interact and keep friendship there. 'cause,
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
move around so much.
Yeah, that's true.
So I like it here better.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I moved from Oahu, so
Oh, crazy. From
yeah,
where?
kind of like the same thing, Mililani.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
where
crazy.
people are just a little bit different, and then over here it's just more.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
chill over
It's like
here.
everybody in Hawaii is the same, but they're very different
Different.
depending on where you
Yeah.
grow up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mass variety.
Yeah.
So much variety of people. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember when I was gonna ask. So, I play volleyball, and it's like it's like dancing to you with volleyball. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah.
it's like my stress relief, and
Mm-hmm.
like I can like zone out. Like, is that the same thing for you? Like, you feel
100%.
like you can forget everything.
Oh yeah. That's the part that gets me so hooked on
Yeah.
dancing is that like when I go out on the dance floor, I don't like everything just
Yeah.
gets empty and the only thing you're focusing on is dancing
Your performance.
and my performance and there's a quote that my dance teacher has on his shoulder and it says self-expression is true freedom. And I find that very inspiring because when I'm out on the dance floor, it sounds so cheesy to say it,
Yeah.
No,
but
you're
like
fine.
all my problems just go away. And
Yeah.
self-expression of dancing is so addicting to me because I can speak words that I can't actually speak
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah.
I can say emotions that I can't really put into words and I can implement it in my dancing and it's so freeing to be on that stage
Yeah.
to go on. That's why I'm kind of hooked. So yeah, same thing like volleyball
yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
I did dancing for a little bit, but I didn't have
Nice.
that same connection to it. You know, like it was just kind of okay, dance practice, go home. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I danced hula since I was 2 to like, I think 10 and a half. And like, I mean, I guess I was kind of young, so I didn't really, I did it because like, my parents put me into it and then I enjoyed it. But I feel like instead of more speaking how I felt in the dance, to me, it was more like telling a story. Yeah.
That's why I like hula because it's more about telling that story to like the people and I find that so like it's so cool to see that 'cause
Yeah.
it's such an old style of dancing
Yeah,
and that it was
it is.
always that kind of story
Yeah.
and that the history of it is cool but it's hard.
I
It's
know.
not
I
easy.
think it's like really cool because like I see all kinds of videos of like, not to compare you to dance moms.
Oh, yo, it's fine. I get it all the time. I get it all the
One
time.
of them did like this really cool performance. I think it was like a car accident, and like I almost started crying because it like their facial expressions and just like the moves that they did. It was like so like touching. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy how it can like affect you.
I've definitely gotten emotional on stage several times.
Yeah.
It's a thing. You get so zoned in and like it's so weird, but like you ever seen the movies where it's like you get so zoned in that like everything goes quiet?
Yeah.
Same thing. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. For sure.
So, do you have any siblings?
I have two punk sisters. they're tiny, and then I have an older Hanai sister
Oh, okay.
that I
So you're
very
the
much
only
look up
boy.
to. Yep, I'm the only boy.
Can you tell us what that's like?
It's a lot of pink. There's a lot of pink in the house.
So you have girly sisters.
Yup, very girly. Dresses everywhere. There's sparkles on my floor. There's nail polish on my desk. It's not fun, but I have to love them. So
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
You
you
really
have to
do.
love
There's
them.
no other choice.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of get you. You're living with them. It's kind of
Yeah.
no other choice.
Yeah.
Even though they don't care about anything that I do.
Yeah.
It's fine.
They
It's
will
fine.
someday.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah.
I'm sure they look up to you.
I hope so.
Yeah. Let me go paint my nails on my brother's desk.
Yeah, I'm a
I
nails
think
painter
it's
right
so
now.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm a nails
Do they
painter.
do that?
I know. I
No,
think that's
I did it
really
myself.
cool.
Oh, that's
I did myself.
That's cool.
I actually on that like there's people who think that that's like feminine, but I actually think that it's very, I don't know how I'm supposed to word this. I just had it in my mind. Like it's not feminine to me. Like when boys paint their nails. Like I actually think it's really cool because they're not scared of expressing themselves. You know what I mean? Like you don't care. People are gonna be like, ew, your nails. Like what?
Oh yeah. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Like
Yeah.
I see a lot of people nowadays doing that. And I'm like, that's really cool. Because it's not only a girl thing.
I feel like back to the dancing subject, I talked to this about my teacher. When you've been dancing for so long and like you've had embarrassing moments like on stage and stuff, you kind of lose that embarrassment factor, and you kind of just do what you want. And I used to hella follow like clothing trends and stuff, but like now, like I realize like what I want to wear, and it's very plain. And like some people might call it boring, but I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too much or not too little, you know?
Yeah, 100%. I paint my nails because I like my nails. Like I had a vision, and I wanted to just paint my left nail. And like some people are like, "Why'd you only paint one side? Why not?"
It is
Like,
one side,
why not?
like I don't know. Like some people focus too much on what others do. I feel like people should focus more on what they do.
Yeah.
And what
Quote
makes
that.
them happy. Quote me.
Okay, what is your dream job?
I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but I don't know. It's senior year. I had such a set goal since junior year, but when you're in senior year, especially in YK, they set you free into like the free world, and like they give you like, you know, whatever opportunity that they have, they'll give it to you.
Yeah.
So like college opportunities, or like people from other businesses will come to you.
Yeah.
Today there was the Hawaiian Airlines like interview thing or presentation.
Yeah.
And funny story, I actually got a job offer
Oh, cool.
right there after y'all left.
Oh wow.
They came up to me and they were like, "Oh yeah, send me your resume and stuff." And they made it sound like such a fun job.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah,
I
they did.
kind of want to be in Hawaiian Airlines.
No,
like
not gonna lie, it was very
it
convincing.
looked dope,
Like
right?
when I
that's
think of
cool.
when I think of Hawaiian Airlines, I think of you can be a flight attendant or a pilot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't realize that there's so much other
There's so
important
much.
people.
Yeah.
100%. And
Yeah.
like that made me so interested in like actually working. So realizing today,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like you really just got to go out there and just find out what you want to do, because you can have a vision. Like it was always my dream to like own a dance studio. But that factor changed. Like, do I want to make money, or do I want to help the community? Like, you know, there's so much factors to like what you want to do. And you have to be really specific, and the only way to find out is to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's very true.
I want to say base level, I want to own a business.
Okay.
But I don't know, you might catch me as a bus driver. You don't know. You don't know. I don't even know. So
Or a flight attendant.
Maybe.
We might see you on our plane.
maybe.
I know.
Oh my
Oh, that's
gosh.
funny. I feel like for like your set career, like thinking now, like, oh my god, I have to do this. I have to go get this degree so I can do this. Like, that's how everybody's gonna think. But I think like you have a whole lifetime. Why
Yeah.
rush?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's exactly it.
Like you can own a dance studio and be 65.
Yeah, you could. You really
No, you can.
could.
You can,
Yeah.
100%.
Rolling it in your wheelchair.
Yeah, like it's my mom always told me this, is to take it easy.
Yeah.
Don't rush like I really disagree with like people rushing what they want to do and panicking.
Yeah.
Because you might want to be a nurse. And that's what my mom did. She wanted to be a nurse. Then she went into nursing and she saw pretty messed up things that she didn't want to see anymore.
Yeah.
So she left.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy because she wasted about 7 years, 8 years of her life doing something that she didn't like doing.
Yeah.
And hearing that story just really, it made me more cautious about my future. So I'm really taking it easy and just like seeing what I want to do. I'm not going to a fancy college. I'm going across the street. Like,
I mean,
Nothing
that's
wrong
what I
with that.
plan on doing, you know?
yeah, you don't really need anything. You don't.
Yeah.
You can like set something, but the only way to find out if you actually like it is to do it.
So what are you going to the college for? Like, what are you...
Business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so that's what I
entrepreneurship,
would do.
business. Get that base level of like, because I actually don't know.
Yeah.
And I feel like you should go to college for things that you don't know, not things that you already know.
Yeah.
So besides nursing, you don't want to be a doctor because you say you're a doctor. Like
Yeah.
you obviously want to go to college for that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like I don't really know much about business. I don't really know much about entrepreneurship. I don't really know much about like what taxes do I have to pay. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm finding out in the college.
Yeah, okay.
But in the meantime, I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah.
Just going around.
Yeah.
That's my plan.
That's really good. Did you take all 4 years of the business class here?
No, I didn't. I started off as STAR, and then I went to PSA,
Okay.
and then I went to AIT because I realized that I didn't want to do any of those things. So I just went to AIT,
And
and
then
now I'm in business.
you just stuck there?
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's the interaction that I like. It's
Oh,
the
okay,
it's the
okay.
connection that you get with people. It's like because I'm a very social person.
Yeah.
I feel like business very suits me.
Yeah.
In that sense of like I get to talk to people. and
Yeah,
actually
Helping
interact.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah. So did you do that whole Warrior Outfitters? Because that's industry and technology, right?
Yeah, I was in DECA.
Yeah.
That was a DECA project that we did. We recently just finished it. Our website is up. go buy her clothes. I'm not
Yeah,
trying to plug.
actually, my brother's like, "Oh, do you want a sweatshirt?" I was like, "Yeah."
It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope, right?
Yeah, it's
we
actually
worked
nice,
hard.
though.
We worked
Yeah.
hard, but that whole process was it was a very big learning experience. Even though I was not a manager and I was only an employee, I was very curious.
Yeah.
So I would go around and I would ask, like, what's going on? Like, what did so and so say? What's going on in the next future? Are we gonna combine departments? Like, I was just an employee that was really nosy about what was going on.
I mean, nothing wrong.
It's not a
with
bad
that.
thing.
Yeah.
So I just found out, but it takes a bigger process than I thought to start a clothing business. Something as simple as clothing. There's so much factors to it.
So when did you guys start, doing it?
Ooh, we started Q2-ish, end of Q2-ish. We've been working on this for a while.
Yeah.
Really, really long time we've been working on this. And there's a lot of factors that I thought it was going to be done easy.
Yeah.
We just fill out paperwork and easy.
Yeah.
That's it. And then the adults would handle all the money.
Yeah. No.
Nope.
It's all you guys.
I had to choose what kind of clothing that we're gonna produce and how much does it cost? What is it like to buy in bulk? Okay, now
Okay,
what do we have to do to embroider it? How much is that gonna
Yeah.
cost? And there's just so much. And I had such a set idea. And I came up to my teacher and I was like, hey, this is gonna work. And then they just crapped on me about how much it's not gonna work. And it kind of sucked, but it makes you realize it's not easy. You gotta work to make money.
Right.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Didn't I swear somebody said this today? Was it in the Hawaiian Airlines thing? They said fail forward
Yeah.
or something like that.
I forget who said that. You remember?
Yeah, it's a lady in the blue dress. I forgot.
Yeah, me either. Yeah.
Forgot her name.
Yeah, but I definitely think is when you're going back and talking about how you were more of an employee than a manager. I feel like every high ranking business owner, entrepreneur has to start from the bottom.
Oh yeah. Everyone starts from the bottom.
And that's where you learn the most and stuff.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You really have to build your way up to the top in order for anything. You want to build your way up. You don't really get given
Yeah.
here's
not handed.
here's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one hands it to you like
'Cause
that.
there's certain things that you have to
Oh, yeah.
learn as you go.
A bunch.
Yeah.
I've been working at Hot Topic for a really long time now, and I started from the bottom, and I'm still at the bottom.
Yeah.
But I've built my way up to, I don't want to say the respect level, but the person who's been working there
Yeah.
the longest and stuff. And people ask you questions, and then you start to become, and then the managers will come to you and
Yeah.
they come to me and ask me for my opinions. I'm like, do you think this will work? How do you think we're gonna sell things? And they start coming up to you, and then I feel like if I was older and if I actually had the available time, I'd actually work my way up.
Yeah.
But it really goes to show that as humbling as it is, you really have to start from the bottom. Even though you have all these ideas that are so great, you gotta humble yourself, start from
Yeah.
the bottom like everyone else did.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you gotta work your way up to the
Totally.
top for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I do like working at the mall.
Yeah.
My job is chill. Don't get me wrong, my job is super chill, but the mall, not chill.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. It's funny, last week I actually yelled at a kid for stealing
Oh.
and I scolded him. That's funny story. That's
Mall
a
is
different subject.
the new hangout spot of this generation.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
It's
I don't. I feel like after a while, the mall gets boring.
It
Yeah.
does. I used to be a mall rat,
Yeah.
but I used to go with my friends. There
Yeah.
are people that go by themselves and they
Yes,
just
and
sit
it's
there.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Like
Yeah,
I'd rather be
I
at home
know.
in my bed.
I just
Yeah.
go home.
Yeah.
Where's your parents?
Wait,
Like,
exactly.
I have to babysit these kids
Yeah.
that walk
Yeah.
into my store. I don't get paid enough for that.
Yeah.
You gotta go
Yeah.
home
Yeah.
or buy something, please.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
into that.
And then they're not even in the store to shop. Like they don't even
Yeah,
have money. They're
yeah,
just
just
going
walk
to
around.
Yeah, they just walk in and they steal too. That's the most
Oh,
irritating
okay.
part. Is they steal stuff and
So that's pretty often then.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people steal. It's kind of crazy to me the fact that kids nowadays just don't really think about the consequences that you can have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Really don't.
It's
Yeah.
it's kind of bumming because
Yeah.
I work hard. I come to work every day. I go for 8-hour shifts. I work Black Fridays. I do all these things, and then you come in not doing anything
Yeah.
and steal my
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's insulting.
It is,
I don't care
yeah.
about the company stealing the product.
Yeah.
I care about you disrespecting me about my time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm working hard. I'm here
Yeah.
8 hours a day. You're not.
Yeah.
So make my life easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
For sure.
I'm gonna go on the whole rant about that, so I'm gonna stop, but because I have before.
Yeah. I
It's
know.
irritating.
Yeah, honestly, I would feel
It's understandable.
disrespected
Yeah.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like, do you ever pity those kids?
I blame parenting.
Me too.
I blame parenting.
100%. That is.
It's all the parents' fault. Yes, kids do have a choice, and like the parents can't control them once they're outside of the car.
Yeah.
But as a parent, and I'm not trying to sound like this because I'm just a high schooler, but like as a parent, you should at least pay attention to what's going on in your kid's life and give them a choice. You know, make them realize that it's the wrong thing. Don't make them do anything because it's gonna become they're gonna become more punks if you do that.
Yeah.
But pay attention. You know, like know that they're stealing and do something about it.
Yeah,
It's-
totally.
It bums me out that, you know, these kids kind of go around and they just think life is just about messing around,
Yeah.
stealing.
And I feel bad for them, but at the same time, it's just like,
Yeah,
it ain't me.
you have to
I feel-
figure it out.
I
Yeah,
feel bad for them
right?
too, but I totally believe it's parents. Like,
It is. Yeah.
It is.
you know, that's your responsibility.
It's your kid.
It's
Yeah.
your kid that you brought into this world. You chose to raise. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Not talking. I'm not a parent.
Yeah.
Not even
but
close.
it's just our opinion.
It's just our freshman opinion.
Parents are definitely the guidance for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the start off. Because,
Yeah.
like, now I'm 18 and I feel like my mom guided me pretty well. But, like, can you imagine these kids who never got guidance and they're 18
Yeah.
now? Like, they
Yeah.
don't know what to do now.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't know what anything is.
Yeah.
It's going to suck for them more.
Yeah. For sure.
So, do you think in the future, say you do start a dance studio, that's what you want, right? Like, would you make it for these type of kids? Do you feel like?
Yes, actually, that's actually kind of funny. I had a conversation about that today. Yeah, so one of my main inspirations or passion is to help the community with the arts. Artists are very underfunded, and I say that with full confidence. Artists don't get paid enough at all. And artists have to pay, like, they have to work twice as more in order to even get recognized because there's so much artists out there. It's not as easy as owning a business.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as, you know, it's a lot harder of a process. And that's why a lot of artists just kind of fall off. They're not into it because it's a harder process than they thought. I want to start a community studio that helps these people get their name up. And then I don't know if I wanted to make it a schooling system or something like that, but I want to have some kind of thing where a person like me, when I was little and I wanted these kind of recognition, I still do. I want that opportunity to go to and have that person or community to help me bring my name up so I can at least pursue my future and pursue what I want to do and have that extra boost.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of kids out there who don't know how to sell themselves. And we're on a rock in the middle of an island. Like no one's coming here to audition for people and recruit people. Like that's all mainland stuff. And kids like me, I don't got the money to just go to the mainland and audition. Like I want to start something that would help the community and bring up these people who are just unfortunately don't have that kind of opportunity as everyone else because they didn't ask to be born here. You know, they weren't asked to live here. And they're kids.
For sure.
They can't do nothing about it.
Yeah. But going back to that whole like underpaid like artists, I feel like the world is just, it doesn't make sense, like paying wise. But you know, because like how do all these makeup people and like rappers and you know so forth, they have like all the money compared to people who are actually working for people and trying to do better for people? It's so like, it's just not, it doesn't add up.
That's actually like a very interesting topic. I feel like the people who make the more money is because they have the more fame. So you know, like you can be the best makeup artist with like 600 followers, and then you could be like mid with like millions of followers, and the person that's mid will make more money even though they're not as good. Which I feel like leads me to like another thing I heard in the business class today, which is like with your social media, you're like marketing yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like in the future, and even nowadays, like that's a really good way to like put yourself out there. And I'm not saying it's easy to grow your profile and put yourself out there and stuff, but like it could definitely be used in the future to make your dreams come true a little easier.
Yeah.
It's being in the arts is a very unknown world, and that's what scares away a lot of people as being an artist. Here's what I've noticed recently. Y'all know J. Cole?
Yeah.
J. Cole, like the he's a rapper.
Okay.
He makes amazing music. He's top artist for me, but he says it in his songs all the time. He's underrated. Recently, you know the Creed movie that came out, Creed 3. They put J. Cole's it's all good. They put Cole's song in that movie, and then now it's everywhere on TikTok. And J. Cole's like finally starting to get this recognition that like his lyrics are so like well thought through, and like his music tells stories and people listen to them, and it's not basic rapping. It's telling stories of either other people or modern problems that are going on right now.
Yeah, exactly like what I said with the dancing. It's spreading a message through what you're doing, through your performance.
Yeah.
Like,
and with this, like, because J. Cole was always underrated, and where I'm going with this is that he finally got this opportunity to be in a movie, and his song to be in the movie. And now he's getting all this recognition now. And he's been in the rap game
for quite a long time.
Really long time. And Drake went up. Everyone else went up.
Yeah.
He just, like, no one really listens to him because they think he's just this OG, like, old rapper.
Yeah.
But now they're listening to his music and he's starting to get recognition. So he finally got that moment of his fame.
Yeah.
And now he's getting up there. And it's amazing for him because I really respect his work. But, you know, as an artist, that's that world, and that's kind of the reality of being an artist, is that you grind your hardest for years and years and years, and you don't know when you're getting this opportunity of finally becoming paid, famous, getting your name out, and finally being recognized for your work. And that scares away a lot of people because you don't know when it's going to come to you.
Yeah. And I think I'm glad that we took this opportunity, because look where we are now. You know, like it would have never happened if we never put in any work and we didn't even try, you know?
Yeah. And also, like, back on what I was saying earlier, like, how do you think that all of the famous singers came to be back in the day without these social media and, like, ways to advertise themselves? Like, now, like, there's all these little artists posting clips from their song on TikTok and stuff like that, getting millions of likes, and then that's how they blow up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's easier now.
Yeah.
But because it's easier, you have more competition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Making a record back then was not easy. You know, you had to pay to find an appointment. Sometimes they wouldn't even take you because no one heard about you.
Yeah.
Producers wouldn't even take you. But now it's so much easier you can make a beat on your phone.
Yeah.
Or you can make a drawing on your iPad and post it, you know?
Yeah.
Post it, and millions of people would either like it or don't.
Yeah.
It blows my mind that like it's that easy now. But it scares me because there's more out there. And there's, you know, how can I have to find a way to, how do I stand myself out from everyone else? And it's a lot more complicated now than it was before.
Yeah.
So
I feel like if you ever felt like you wanted to, I would just try. Just put yourself out there and just see 100%. What happens. Because
I do my best.
I definitely think if you post, because I saw on your Instagram, like, your dancing clips, like, those are good. If you post it on TikTok, like,
I think so.
I think you really
I've been kind of debating on that. Should I?
Yeah, you should.
Should I make a dance TikTok?
Yeah.
I could. A lot of people ask me to be in their TikTok dances, and I don't, because I'm not trying to diss. I'm sorry, but I think it's stupid, and I think it's kind of stupid to kind of just sit there and then copy everyone else's dance.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, it's you know, I've kind of lightened up to it, and it's a fun community. But maybe I should make a dance page.
I mean,
on my TikTok,
and it'll be all original.
Yeah,
you know?
just
maybe.
you as a dancer, because like things blow up so quickly. Like people don't realize. Like you could be nobody, and then the next morning
And
you'd
then
wake
you're
up to
somebody.
millions of views, and like people don't realize, like, millions of people. That's a lot of people. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. And I don't know how people handle it. You know, like how you said, you wake up and you're famous. Like,
No, I know,
what
like,
do you do?
That's why.
especially being so young.
Yeah.
And I
There's
feel
a
like
lot of youngsters now.
that topic can go like really deep. I think that's why some famous people fall off, and then there's like some one-hit wonders people. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody can handle it because it's. I mean, not like talking like I know, but I feel like it's really hard to be somebody out there in the public.
Yeah.
So quickly, you know, not having time to warm up to it or grind for it, you know?
Yeah.
Because maybe one day you were just messing around and you woke up and you have 1 million followers.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know how to take that.
Me either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much pressure now, and like,
Yeah.
okay, now millions of people are now pressuring me to do something else.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for this. I don't have the experience to push myself further,
Yeah.
and I have no knowledge. What am I gonna do? You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
And then I feel like once you're out there, you kind of have to switch your lifestyle. You know, like it depending on what you want to be public, but your life now becomes private. You only can share on your social media what you want millions of people to know. You can't share like, oh, what you want your friends to know,
Yeah.
or you know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. For
it's
sure.
crazy.
Yeah. Definitely.
Now, do you want to ask question 3?
When did you start dancing?
Oh, did we ask that already?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh.
Next one.
What is your biggest fear?
Whoa, that's a good one. Biggest fear. I think my biggest fear is being alone. I know that sounds sad, but I can go more into it. It's and I feel like this is for everyone. It scares me that like I could go out in this world and not have anyone to go to.
Yeah.
And I've always had that sense of security to my life of like I can go up to my teacher for help, I can go up to my mom for help, I can go up to my friends for help, but like it scares me for the fact that like what if I go out in this world, you know, and I have zero knowledge and I have zero guidance,
Yeah.
but I have nobody to go to,
Yeah.
you know? And I feel like I would be stuck in such a loop of because I'm such a social, like energetic person and I really want to talk to people. My biggest fear is not having anyone to talk to. Thank God I have, you know, my Hanai sister and my mom, and you know, like I don't need a lot of people. You know, my friend group is very, very small. Like you don't really catch me hanging out with like a big friend group a lot.
Yeah.
So I keep my friend groups really, really small, and it's a lot simpler because you know, no more dramas. But
Yeah.
if I didn't have that kind of friend group, you know, if I don't have my friends that I have right now, I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Having the support that they give me,
Yeah.
that's my biggest fear. I'm also scared of the ocean.
Okay.
Like, elaborate. Like the ocean, like
Yo,
the deep
like
ocean.
like jumping off a boat and I can't see the bottom type of
Okay.
I see. I see.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Like I'm an ocean person,
Yeah.
but that like I remember we jumped off a fishing boat once and I looked at the bottom and I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
No,
it's
yeah,
so
definitely.
quiet.
Like, I grew up around the ocean like my whole life because I live really close to Honolulu, but like my best friend, she lives right on Wanaka River, and there's a place where you can swim, but it's like 50 feet deep, and even though it's a river, there's nothing. Just like the fear, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
and
I
even
have-
all those scary TikToks.
Oh yeah.
Like
TikTok doesn't make it better.
Yeah. Is it called like? Is it start with a T? Something.
Oh, it's a phobia, yeah,
Like
of deep ocean.
Phobia or
I
like
forgot what it was.
I don't know.
Someone look it up. I don't know.
And then they always put that yo ho song. Are you do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what song you're talking about. Yo, my TikTok feed is that's crazy. I thought I was like weird, and I like had that
No.
on my TikTok. Okay, I'm glad. That makes me
Yeah.
feel more comfortable now. I have such deep respect for the ocean. Like,
Yeah. So do I.
It's kind of really crazy because we only just like discovered so much of it. You know what I mean? Like there's so much that we don't even know about. There's
Yeah.
like probably aliens under there and stuff. Like we don't even know.
you know, it's crazy. We don't
Like-
know what's under there.
Yeah.
That's what makes me even more scared. That I like
Yes.
nobody knows what's under there.
Yeah.
And like once in a while you hear like a rumor about like Megalodon still alive, and I'm like,
Yeah.
please, no, not right now.
Yeah, not the time.
Yeah.
I've grown up around the ocean my whole life, like raising in Kona, and like I used to every weekend I used to actually go down to the beach on my own and just
Oh, okay.
swim because like I have such a deep connection with the ocean,
Yeah.
but it's also my number one fear of the ocean. Like it's so scary, it's so powerful, but it's so calming, and it's it that's what scares me is that it misleads you. Like it looks so
Yeah.
friendly,
Totally.
but then you go in and like if you're not careful.
Yeah.
I've had numerous people that I've known, not close, but I've known that died from being in the water and stuff. And
Yeah.
I think that's what actually gets me the most.
Yeah.
And my dad being a surfer, I've seen him break his shoulder several times. How, I don't know, but he wasn't in the water. So, that's what, that's what gets me, is that, like, it's that fear of going into something that I don't know.
Yeah.
Totally. And I feel like the ocean being powerful too, it also has like this power where like it draws you back. Like the thrill of it.
It's addicting.
Yeah, because like
addicting.
my dad too, like, I don't know, something happened, he was surfing and he got slammed on a boulder and woke up like a couple hours later just lying there on the boulder. And then he goes surfing again at the same spot the next day. I'm like,
Yo, that's wild. Yo, ocean people are crazy.
no, yeah, like there's been like a lot of stories, but I feel like there's like something that always draws you back. Like if you really love it,
Right.
it'll always draw you back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And I respect these divers, these young divers
Yeah.
that are going around the school right now.
My brother, for example, out of his mind, okay? He literally, he goes fishing at South Point, okay? And
How
it's
old is
just, he's gonna be 20 next week one day.
Still young.
He goes fishing South Point. He goes with his friends and like my uncle guys, but like he will go, well, he's seen sharks because he's fishing over cliffs, but he will walk down the cliffs and go, what is it called? Spear diving?
Or, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, by himself. Somebody's watching him, but he will go by himself. Like, you're crazy. And like when we're camping, he'll go and he's like, oh, you want to come with me? And so I go with him, but he's like going on their places. I'm like, I can't see you anymore. Like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Like, they're not scared, which I think leads me back to like the surfing thing. They're not scared.
Yeah. Like even night diving. Like I don't think I could do night diving. Like going and
I will
that's like
stay on the rock.
that's like shark
And
eating
play with the
time.
peanuts.
Like yeah.
Like it's the water. I can't see anything, and it's dark. 3 combos not for me.
Yeah.
No,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I just watched this movie on my flight back from LA. It's called, what was it called? I think it was like 47 meters down.
Oh, I've seen trailers.
It's kind of trippy. I really recommend you to watch it. But if you're like really scared and have seen things like that make you scared,
Of what?
like the ocean and stuff, and like deep waters and sharks, I like don't watch it. But like I really recommend it. It's kind of trippy. Like,
What is it about again?
so basically, there's these 4 girls and like their dad is like
So they get trapped like all the way at the bottom, yeah?
So yeah, so basically they're like, they go swimming in like this lake, but then they know that there's like a cave down, and then there's like scuba gear and whatever, so they decide, oh, let's be dumb teenagers and go down in the cave. So like it's like they have to go in scuba gear. They have no fins, nothing, but they go down like deep down in the lake into this cave, and the cave gets so narrow that like they have to go in a single file line, and then it leads to like this big place. Apparently it was like a like kind of like an ancient kingdom that was like overtaken by water. So there's like these big Egyptian sculptures and things like that. And then like one of them knocks down because like they kick it on accident and the whole cave starts collapsing. So that entrance is closed. And remind you, they only have a 1 tank each. And like then there's these blind sharks.
Oh god.
Like that come to eat them, and they're trapped in there. And it's like these big like,
Sounds like a wild movie.
no, it's wild, and that's only the beginning. They like meet all kinds of stuff. Like they get bit by sharks and like thrown up in the air, and they still survive. But yeah, it's kind of crazy.
So wild.
Not all of them survive. Not spoiling it, but not all of them survive. But it's really crazy. And like I don't get it when people say like, we were just talking about this yesterday. I don't get it when people say like sharks are friendly creatures.
Yeah.
I believe that they are calm, but I don't believe that they do not eat humans.
You know what's crazy is that they test things out with their mouth.
Yeah, they do.
They only have hands, so like what else are they gonna do? But like they are like
true.
I completely agree that they're friendly, but like they gotta bite to find out.
Yeah.
And it's kind of
That's true. I never thought of it that way. But
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
they bite to find out, and it's
And then they bite me and they're like, oh, she tastes good.
yeah. See,
Let me just finish my meal.
yeah. See, don't get curious, me, homie.
Yeah.
I know.
Don't,
Like,
don't get curious
Yeah.
with me.
that leads me back, like, so I started off surfing when I was small, but then when I was like maybe 10, I started bodyboarding. So I still bodyboard, but every time, you know Honolulu.
Oh yeah,
So the left point,
Yeah.
under there's a shark cave with
I
hammerhead
heard about
sharks.
that. I heard about that.
Yeah. So like every time I go out, I get super scared because I saw this video a while ago that a human on a bodyboard looks like a seal,
Yep.
and like it freaks me out.
And the
So-
surfboard too.
on a surfboard. So like I'm always catching myself looking down. My brother, he's a big surfer as well. He said he's seen the sharks multiple times, and he goes diving at that point. I'm like, you think you have 9 lives? I swear to God.
For real.
Dang.
Like knowing there's a risk, keep going.
Yeah.
Your brother's wild.
He is. He'd come on the podcast.
Yeah, get him on the podcast. He can probably tell some interesting stories.
Yeah. So would you ever do like a shark cage?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
You know, I actually really want to do one.
really?
Well, it's security. Like, there's a
Yeah.
cage in front of me, but
Okay.
like the fact that
But like,
don't
what
help.
about looking down?
The fact that I don't like is they're throwing food in the water. So
Yeah.
that I'm like,
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. But
Yeah.
I don't think
I'll
so,
do it.
whatever.
I'll
Like
do it.
seeing like there's been so much movies of the sharks just like ripping them off so easy.
Yeah.
Like, and then like you're being trapped in there.
Uh-huh.
I could never. And then
Yeah.
the person on the boat was just chilling.
Yeah. Watching. Yeah.
You're like trying to scream underwater.
Uh-huh. I know. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
man.
think I would be able to do that. Like, what is like to end things off? We have about a couple minutes left, but what's like the riskiest thing like that people do that you would want to do, like skydiving or something?
Hold on. I gotta. Ooh. I've always wanted to skydive.
Yeah.
But that's not. I don't think that's the riskiest thing that people do. I think. Oh. I don't know. Something that like safe at least.
Yeah.
Oh. Like NASCAR driving.
Oh my
That's
god.
like the super fast cars. right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, put me in the passenger seat. Go as fast as you
You
want.
wouldn't want to drive?
Oh.
No. No. I don't want to drive. But if someone knows what they're doing,
Yeah.
put me in the car.
I think
Go
that's
200.
really crazy.
Okay.
Like I
Yeah.
really think that's crazy. Like they
Yeah.
overtake each other so
Yeah.
quickly and
Yeah,
stuff.
how
like
they do it. Yeah,
one
it's
hit,
crazy.
you're like dead. Like
Yeah. Like towboat.
No, high speed
like,
racing is. I have deep respects.
Yeah.
It's-
I mean, yeah. That
takes a lot of.
like
It takes more skills than you think.
there's that
Yeah.
girl on TikTok, that blonde girl, and she's like really good.
I don't have TikTok.
I don't know. I don't know.
No.
It's crazy. A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have a really good question that I wanted to ask you. If saying you're like the class mascot and stuff, if you could give the underclassmen, anybody, like even 8th graders, like, what is your advice on the confidence to be able to do that?
Block out. You hear this a lot. Block out the hate.
Yeah.
When you're up there, nervous and feeling awkward, you're gonna look awkward. If you go out there with full confidence saying, I can do this, I got chosen this for a reason, I'm wearing a costume, I already look ridiculous,
Yeah.
might as well just push through, right? And like when you're out there and you're clearly having the best time of your life out there, everyone hypes you up. Like
Yeah.
everyone hypes you up.
Yeah.
If you're up there being awkward, like everyone's gonna be like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
What is he doing up there? Like
Yeah.
he's not supposed to be up there.
Yeah.
He looks awkward. If you're up there and you're like, I'm the man or girl,
Yeah.
and I got this,
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
And just don't think about it.
Yeah.
Any dance moves you can think of, just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost slipped like 10 times up there. I don't know if y'all saw me. I almost slipped like 10 times, but I kept pushing. Someone came and carried me.
Yeah.
And I won.
I think I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like I for sure thought I lost.
Yeah.
But because of my confidence level and how much I pushed through on just like not caring and just block out everything, you can win.
Yeah.
Totally.
And I admire that because like on
Yeah.
the first day of school, I saw you doing like that. I don't know, was that dance? But
Male
you're
cheer?
like, or not male cheer. It was like the dance it's like an old dance that you have a dance to. I don't know. I forget what it's called. But you were like in there and you were just going for it.
The electric
I was-
shuffle?
Yeah.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. And I
remember
was
that.
like,
Y'all's jamming.
I
to
know. I was
that.
like, look at him. Like he's just going
I was
for
going
it.
at it.
Like
No, yeah, that's
I
like,
was like,
really
that's-
good. That's mad respect
Yeah.
right there.
yeah.
Because like your confidence is like not a lot of people have.
Yeah.
Like
It takes a lot.
yeah.
It takes a lot of learning.
It does.
Yo, put me in the dance stage with electric shuffle. Y'all getting
be there for
smoked.
days.
Y'all are getting smoked. I'll go until
Yeah.
everyone is panting.
Yeah.
I'll go on.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, how about we roll some clips of his dancing right now?
Yep.
That's me. actually rolling.
Socials linked below. And yeah, thank you for coming on our podcast. We really
for
appreciate
sure.
it.
No, this is dope.
This is
I like it.
We chose a really good first guest. Guys.
we did.
This actually it was very.
Yeah, and I think that was why we kind of leaned towards you, because you're confident.
It was just like we were trying to pick someone that we know like would have a good conversation. Like not even knowing you, like your vibe just gives off like I can do that.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
It's really flattering. Thank you.
So. Thank you everybody for watching. Make sure to check out Aiki. His socials will be linked below, and I'll see you in the next video. Ahoy ho!
Shoots.